what is your opinion about statue? Statue. Comfort women statue.
Well, if you watch the tape, you'll hear that I voted against it. The reason I said on TV, if you watch the tape, was that we've talked for some years about master planning that park. We need additional parking in the east sector down there. So I figured if I had my way, we'd be taking the park out, putting underground parking in, then creating a park on top of it again. So until that is master planned, we shouldn't be putting anything in the park. Now that's the reason I gave on TV.
Yeah.
But additionally, I don't think we ought to be involved in international relations.
Yeah.
Glendale's a quiet little bedroom community. I was born here. You know, what are we doing getting involved in international issues? So, you know, and unless I have all the information I need to make an informed decision, I just hate to do it. Talking about, it wasn't much talk. We were all approached about putting a statue in, and I told them that I would not be voting for it. I didn't discuss it with my colleagues, made my own decision, and they voted to put it in. I didn't attend the ceremony. I had nothing to do with it. I've received over 1,000 emails.
1,000?
1,000 from both Koreans and Japanese. Koreans thanking me, even though I didn't vote for it, and from Japanese say, "How dare you?" in so many words.
Very busy.
Yes, some in Japanese, and I just delete them because I can't read it. A lot of them are, of course, duplicates. Somebody's got something organized. But no, I think I've received more on that item than any other item in 17 years on council. It just, you know, we opened up a beehive, hornet's nest. You know, we just shouldn't have done it. Yes, I got letters from Japan. I hope to meet with the Consul General in Los Angeles. I've been waiting to hear when I can meet with him. It's a courtesy. You see, I understand that there's some perception that Glendale is like Los Angeles. It isn't. In this city, the council selects the mayor, and it's for 1 year when we rotate. So I have no more power or influence than any other council member. I run the meeting. In LA, you know, the mayor has all this power. So I can't control anything. So they tend to look at it differently in some quarters. So that's just the way it is. We're a charter. In our charter, we're a council city manager form of government.
Oh, I see.
I haven't yet. I talked to people who came in. Some Japanese came in. I'm going to respond to the mayor that sent me a letter. Yes, but I'm trying to figure out which is the best way to go. Do I meet with the Consul General Los Angeles first? Send the letter off first? I don't know which one to do. And I'm trying to get that straightened out with some of the staff on it. So I will be sending them. But you understand, in this city, we have so few Japanese living in the city. And we have over 12,000 Koreans. So guess who gets the biggest play? I said I've had Korean friends. I appointed one to the planning. He was on the Community Development Block Grant Commission. He's now planning commissioner. I think another Korean has now been put onto a commission. And a federation has opened another headquarters in northern Glendale. See, I've tried to tell them years ago that there's over 12,000 a year. You should have a voice on council, but until you get out of the closet and become organized, and try to stay together as a group and elect a person. It won't happen. And I happen to believe in diversity. I think I'm now, the whites are now a minority in this city. I think there ought to be a white, a black, an Asian, Armenian. What's wrong with that? City diversity ought to have representation from all the major groups in this city. And the Japanese that are here are very quiet and humble and go on about their life. They haven't got involved in politics. Probably wiser not to get involved. Nothing. Nothing. After over, I maybe got 2 or 3 emails from residents in this city. I don't think I'm qualified to say, because I haven't done enough reading research. I've received information from Japan, from the mayor and others. You know, I'd have to do a lot of reading. The comfort women, I'm just beginning to get information from Japan that I haven't researched, and from South Korea. So how can I make a decision what's right and what's wrong?
I see.
I imagine there's a lot of truth in both sides, but I think there's also a degree of untruth or whatever in being said. So I just can't comment. I got letters, but I haven't got documents. They reference different things, like the 1965 peace treaty, whatever, between Japan and South Korea, 65. Well, I haven't pulled that up and read it. I'm just reading the letter. It says it happened and what happened. You know, the money was given to South Korea. The Japanese apologized, gave the money to South Korea, and South Korea was supposed to give it to the victims, but they didn't. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not, but I'd have to do a lot of research. And I just don't have the time or the inclination right now to do that. Well, the way it's going, I guess I should, but I just haven't taken the time to do it. You know, it's in. I don't know who's going to go see it. I haven't seen the statue yet. I don't intend to. It's there. I don't know how many people are visiting it or care. I imagine once a year there'll be some Korean celebration or recognition down there. But I don't know. No, I never heard that term. Not the forum. I know
this is kind of an
Federation, the South Korean Federation of Los Angeles. I think that's the ones that have a group office up here, North Glendale. I went to that when it opened. And I've been to many Korean events. I've been invited, but not as many lately. Well, since the council voted to put it in, I guess it will have to stand until it's brought up that a council in the future says remove it. Depending on the master plan, it may have to be moved anyhow. See, the Armenians want to put a monument in too, at another location on public property. And that hasn't happened yet. But I'm just curious of how many different groups will want to put a statue somewhere commemorating something that happened thousands of miles from here. Why Glendale? You know, Los Angeles is
kind of a battlefield.
Los Angeles is a lot bigger than Glendale. Plenty of room out there. Why Glendale? Why not put it out there in LA somewhere? Right?
Crazy idea.
But they picked Glendale. I don't know. I guess that'll depend on how many people go in and try to destroy it. I don't know what it's made of even. I mean, will have to be polished or what? I don't know. We have monuments to veterans of Vietnam War, Korean War and stuff. And we have individuals have taken upon themselves to maintain those sites. But I have no idea what it's going to cost or whatever, but it's certainly not going to be the city doing it. And it isn't going to be Japan doing it. I've heard nothing to that effect. If anything, it's going to have to be the Korean people that will take care of their statue. At least that's what I think it should be.
So maybe it takes a lot of money spending to maintain it.
I don't think it should. It's a 1,000-pound statue. You know, it's only, you saw what happened in Washington, D.C. A woman, about a month ago, went in and sprayed blue paint all over the statue of Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And that took some effort to remove that. But unless somebody does that on this statue down here, I don't see where the maintenance costs would be. But as I said, it'll be the Koreans that will have to take care of it, to my knowledge.
I see.
It will not be Japan or any other sister city. My father-in-law was in the Bataan Death March. He escaped, and farmers hid him in the fields, and then he joined the American forces.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law had a baby, and she hid in the hills, and a Japanese officer befriended her and gave her food for the baby in return for her washing his clothes and, you know, preparing his meals. That baby became my wife.
Really? That beautiful story.
That was 1943.
Okay.
And I met my wife when I was in the Navy in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And who introduced me to her? A Japanese woman. We've now been married 45 years. So, as I try to tell people, there are good people in every element of society. There are also bad people. But the majority of people are good, caring people. And that's what I feel for Japan. So, I like the Japanese people. I understand that we're the most hated city in Japan now, which I deeply regret. I guess I won't be going to Japan anytime soon. I'll go in a disguise. But I regret that this controversy ever got started. I never heard that till this came up. I don't know what to make of it. I mean, I know what the terms mean, sex and slave. It's not a pretty term. You know, I don't know who coined it. What would you suggest they say if they saw that statue? I know what I would say. I'd say, I don't know. I wouldn't start going into it. What's the empty chair? I've been asked that. And I've already said, I don't know. I really don't know what the empty chair is. I'm sure there's a story for it, but no, I don't know. And that's what I would say to if my kids saw it. Because I assume if children come to that park, they're going to go up and sit in that empty chair. So they'll play. They won't know the story behind it or the meaning or anything. The ones that might be Koreans or Japanese, but the average individual that goes down there isn't going to know anything about it. It's just another statue in the park. As I told you, the public really didn't get involved in this at all. The one hearing we had, the whole audience was filled with Japanese from other cities. And there was very few Koreans. They're the ones that cared. So that term, I don't think you'll hear it used much around here.